Welcome to Forza Fowler. I don't know how to start videos. I hope you have been having a lovely week. I'm not great at a daily practice. And I'm okay with that. Like, I have no issues with it. It just is what it is. But I do like to have easy to grab decks. And I have been trying to like grab ones that feel seasonally aligned. And I do have like a basket that lives by on my side table that has, sorry, I'm like hiccuping and burping and it's just really fun over here. I have a basket that lives in a nightstand that has those decks, and that's where most of the tarot are. And then I have a few oracles that live on my windowsill by my bed, and that's where these live, to kind of incorporate like a bedtime or a morning routine if I feel called to it, so that they're there, they're easy, I just can like lean over and grab them. And I do have quite a few decks. However, I try to always switch in the Season of the Witch deck that's appropriate for like that months kind of vibes. And so now that we're in December, we're hitting Yule. I also don't know the season's holiday in witchiness by heart. And so that is something that these decks are also helping me with, because I want to know. I think they're really cool, even though I feel like their origins are kind of questionable. From what I've read so far. If you have any resources, love resources. We love books. However, with these decks, I do feel like the vibes of the season are really well captured, especially as a Northern Hemisphere human. We're definitely, the vibes are there. So like, I like having that seasonal vibe brought in to work with if I feel so called. So this baby's coming out. I also printed the Wheel of the Year, and I feel like I'm going to color it, because it's a black and white wheel, with the corresponding edges of all the decks, because I believe the last one of this series is releasing in the new year. I could be wrong. However, I explained to you about having easy to grab decks, because this baby is really what I want to focus on. Because this baby is one that I've been called to work with a lot. And I'm going to pull her away to just, let's focus on, what even is this? This is the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise, Linn, which you know because you've been staring at the title. This deck is not my art style, and I hesitated on buying it for the longest time because it reminds me of the pictures in the doctor's office, the like motivational pictures. Like it's exactly the same, except for I feel like their orientation was like this versus like the tall, and it would say like motivation, happiness, like, and this, like, the oracle's not that far off from those pictures, and they're always in like doctor's office. Like, we needed to put something there, and we didn't care enough to think it through. However, even though this is like giving me like the cringiest forms of nostalgia, that is one of the words. I have been so drawn to using it, and every time I use it, I'm like, damn, this is good. And I would have never, like, it was just, it's such an unexpected delight. She's an unexpected delight. And the most delightful thing is the guidebook. You know I'm a sucker for a good guidebook. But to be totally fair, so we have a explanation of the picture, which, like, your girl loves when the depiction has an explain. Because I'm not trained in art, so like the explain is really helpful. And then it has a divination. This Sacred Landscape Wants You to Know is how it's titled, but in my brain that's the divinatory meaning. So the explanation of the artwork is usually what's like hitting all of the hits for this deck. It's just really doing wonderfulness. And you know what? Let us pick a random one. Also, it is Hay House, so like there's some weird stuff going on here. Like, I've heard bad things. I'm not super, as long as it doesn't hurt my hands when I shuffle, I'm okay with most cardstock. But it does do, like when I put it away, I'm like, what's going on? It's talking to me. And not in the way it normally does. I like really bad jokes, I'm sorry. That was cute. We're going to take this one. All right, we're going to do relaxation. So you can see what I mean. Harvest moon. On a warm, peaceful autumn night, a gentle haze softens the light of the full moon. The songs of night birds softly emerge through the dark against the backdrop of the sonorous outpouring of the frogs that line the lake shore. The stillness allows your senses to expand. You inhale the earthly dampness in the air, hear the nuances of the night sounds, look at the muted reflections of the moon in the lake, and sense the deep quietude of the night. A full moon, occurring close to the autumn equinox, is called a harvest moon. The harvest moon symbolizes that all you have worked for is coming to fruition. In other words, you can put your feet up, relax, and let go. And then the divinatory meaning. When you receive this card, relax, all is well. No need to strive or push to get ahead. Beneath the surface of life, everything is gently propelling you into the right direction. You can lay down with your burdens and simply unwind. Slow down and allow calmness to fill you. When you relax and relinquish control, space for your spirit guardians. When you relax and relinquish control, your intuition expands and you create the space for your spirit guardians to help you. Additionally, it is vastly easier to heal and have positive outcomes in life when you are rested and not filled with worry and a need to control outcomes. Lay back, stretch out, and watch magic unfold in your life. It's just, I don't know. Like, the first part for this card felt like a meditation, and it's asking you to relax. It just, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm just so pleasantly surprised. So, which is usually the case. Like, when I don't like the art style, those are the decks that usually knock me off my feet. Like, it's like constantly being like, hey, remember me? Someone mentioned me and you were curious, but you said no. Hey, I'm still here waiting for you to buy me. And it's like they live rent free in a part of my brain, and then I eventually will buy them. And then I'm just like, I bet. So that was this. And yeah, there are a few other decks I try to incorporate into the space, but for right now, this one's speaking the loudest and just demands to be heard. And then we're trying to bring in the seasonal vibes. Especially, this time of year is not my favorite. Like, I am a Samhain, Halloweeny human, not a Christmas human. I'm the nightmare. I don't care about Christmas. So I've read a few books on Yule. If you have any more recommendations, love that, because the winter equinox, I don't know how it works, focus of celebration makes more sense to me, and I feel like that could be a way that I recapture some joy for this time of year. But yeah, that's what I'm currently working with. Not super daily, but daily-ish. Let me know what you've been working with and loving, or if you've tried these decks and like or loathe them. Have a wonderful week.